We snuck out some profit on a wild day in the NBA. Let's talk some more basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we're back to talk some more basketball. And my goodness, was yesterday absolutely crazy. We lost one on the hook, which would have been a better day, but either way, we won a small amount. And sometimes, even if it's small profit, you got to enjoy it because the NBA is wild. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But quick reminder, the NFL divisional round best bets video for just the Saturday games, that video will be out right after this one. So be sure to check it out. And then late Thursday, early Friday will be the best bets video for the Sunday games. So we're going to separate them for a Saturday and a Sunday video. Just want to let you guys know. But speaking of that wild day in the NBA, the Raptors handled the Celtics easily. Remember how we were all worried about betting props, and my worry was the Celtics blowing them out? Nope, Raptors kind of blew them out. It was the Celtics couldn't score 100. The Bucks demolished the Magic. The Knicks needed overtime to beat a shorthanded Sixers team. I know they were without Cat, but still. Bulls scored 94 against the Atlanta Hawks, and they lost by 16 to them when they had no Trae Young, no DeAndre Hunter, no Jalen Johnson. Players continue to get ruled out all over the place. Literally, it's like landmines. We're just trying to avoid them. And we hit one of them today with Jokic being ruled out. That was just weird. But anyways, that's why I do half unit plays. Why bankroll management is key, because the NBA is absolutely nuts, but it's a lot of fun. So here we go. Anyways, before we get into anything, any graphics you see in this video are from an app called OUTLIER. It is the best betting research tool on the market today. You guys already know I use it every single day. Click the link below and you get a 7-day free trial. So let's get into it. It's time to get back to Name That Player. Here we go. This guy played 16 seasons. He played for 4 teams. He never averaged more than 12 points a game in a season, and he won multiple championships with multiple teams. Leave your answer below. See how many winners we can get. In this video, we're going to recap yesterday, and then it's Thursday. So we're going to talk defenses versus the power forward position, and then I'll give you our best bets and the bets recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below. Help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And also go join that Discord. The link is below in the description. It's completely free. Like I always say, lots of smart guys in there and giving out some winning slips, and we just like to talk sports every day and night. So that's what we got, but let's get into it. And that means it's recap time. All right, there's the recap from Wednesday, 2 and 3 day, but we hit our only 1 unit play, so it was a profitable day, like we mentioned. Draymond Green over 4.5 assists earlier, by the way. If you're not wondering where that is, he just didn't play, which he was questionable with an illness. I did know that one might be a possibility, but Kristaps Porzingis just completely respects corn. We are 3 or 4-0 on his bets this year, and he is just clutching up. So we got the win there. Tyler Hero over 23.5 points. He had 22 at halftime. That was an easy cash. He is the absolute man. And then 3 half-unit added plays. Why did I add any plays? Seriously, someone take my phone and computer away from me. Under 239.5, Memphis, San Antonio, they went over this in the last 50 seconds of the game. And then Veet. Hey, this guy's got some game, but he didn't clutch up for us. Over 11.5 points with all those guys out. There's just too many possessions where he looked to pass instead of shoot, and we end on the hook. He had 11. That's just, the NBA. And then Russell Westbrook over 11.5 RAs. I will say this, I would never have bet this if I knew Jokic was out, because he gets a lot of assists to Jokic, and they work well together. In fact, they just had a triple-double together in the same game. And then because Jokic was out, the game became a blowout. So Jokic just completely ruined everything by just randomly not playing like a lot of players in the NBA. So we take the loss. Again, that's one of those landmines that you just try not to step on in the NBA. And we did there, but that's why I continue to make sure I pick my spots. I make half-unit plays, 1-unit plays, things like that. It's never a good idea to have like 8 to 10 units out there in the NBA, at least from my experience. So anyways, the under tracker, that's under on only player props, still 40 and 27. And because of the small win, we crept over 18 units. That's right, 152 and 120 plus 18.06. I want to hit the 20-unit mark. I need it. I just need it this week. So anyways, that's the recap for Wednesday. But before we get to the best bets, let's talk the power forward position. All right, we start with the defenses giving up the most points to the power forward position. Only a 5-game slate, so you're not going to see as many matchups. But if you see a team or player in green, that just means they are playing today. All these stats are the last 30 days. We got one matchup. The Wizards facing Kevin Durant, averaging 28.9 points per game. Wizards giving up 23.8 as Durant goes back to his hometown, which you will hear that narrative probably all day long. And then you got the Suns, Pacers, Cavs, Blazers over there in the top 10. Really bottom 10. They're giving up the most points. But then and then you got Mobley and Siakam over there playing today as well. So Take a screenshot. There's the points. Now let's go look at the rebounds. And we got the Pacers giving up the most at about 14 rebounds per game to the power forward position. And then we got Amen Thompson, who's been a stud. Evan Mobley, Siakam are playing over there. And there's all the rest of them. We have no matchup for the rebounds. Now let's check out the assist. We got one matchup. Oh, if I mentioned the Wizards are playing Kevin Durant, who's averaging 4.9 assists per game. Wizards giving up 4.3. And also Bradley Beal looks like he is doubtful in that game as well. Other than that, Jalen Williams is up here at 5.5 assists per game, but just something to keep in mind is that Isaiah Hartenstein is out for a week, so they may play Jalen Williams at the 5. They've done it before, so that would obviously make him more of a center type and maybe change his game a little bit, but just want to point it out. So take a screenshot. Hopefully this helps you get some winners. Now let's go look at some possible unders, and these are the toughest power forward matchups in the last 30 days. Not a lot of teams playing today, but hopefully you can use this just like all the other ones every other day in the week. Throughout the week and weekend, but Thunder and Rockets are the only ones playing. Lakers are giving up the least by far, though, 17.7 points per game to the power forward. And then, as always, the fewest assists to any position is always the Magic up there, 2.5 to the power forward. And then the Mavericks, Celtics, Pelicans, Kings, and Hornets are the top 5 and fewest rebounds allowed to the power forward position. So that's what we got for the research help. And now it is time for the best bets. All right, this first one takes us out to Oklahoma City, where the Thunder host the Cleveland Cavaliers in the game of the day. Thunder minus 2.5. Total in this one is 232.5. I made this exact bet last week when they played. Let's do it again. Jared Allen over 12.5 rebounds plus assists, minus 125 on bet 365. It's for a half unit, not a full unit. We're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. But like I said, we played this last week when they played each other. The line on that one was 11.5. He ended with 17 rebounds plus assists. And now the Steiner is out. That's right. The main legit rebounder for the Oklahoma City Thunder is going to be out for about a week. Allen this season, over in 21 of 39 games, averaging a combined 20 RA chances per game. And it goes up to 21.5 RA chances per game in the last 10. Matchup-wise, like we said, he had 23 rebound chances last week versus the Thunder. He converted that into 11 rebounds, which is kind of an unlucky rebound game, honestly, for him, and he still had 11. But I did see that he only had 4 defensive rebounds and 7 offensive rebounds. Kind of a weird one there, along with 6 potential assists, and he happened to convert every single one of them. So a little lucky there. But again, he had 17. We have some room for error there. But last 30 days, Thunder giving up the 15th most rebounds to centers, but are now going to be without their main guy in Mr. Hartenstein. Now, let's talk about why I'm going to go a half unit. I like to just talk this through with you guys, and maybe it makes you guys not want to bet at all. Maybe it doesn't affect you. But here's why I went a half unit instead of a full unit. No Steiner makes it easier on the glass. Yes, that's true. He should be able to gobble up some rebounds. But it also might mean Jalen Williams is going to be playing the 5, the center for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Maybe Coach Atkinson over there for Cleveland decides, you know what, we're going to play small also, and maybe Mobley plays a little bit of the 5, and maybe Allen gets played off the court a little bit. It could, especially if the Thunder is playing small, quick, getting up and down the court. It may mean some reduced minutes for Jared Allen. Again, I don't know the coach's plan. I still have a text into him. I have not heard a word yet. But that was just enough for me to worry about, for me to make it a half unit, just in case we see his minutes go from like 31. Maybe he plays 24, 25 minutes. Now, again, it might not be an issue. Maybe Coach Atkinson plays him out there for the huge minutes and he just gobbles up a million rebounds. Again, something we don't know as bettors because we're not in those practice plans, but I just want to let you guys know why we did a half unit this time. So potentials and matchup obviously are great in this one, but I'm going to take him again. Let's ride the hot hand. Give me Jared Allen over 12.5 rebounds plus assists as my first best bet. All right, this next one takes us out to Detroit, Michigan, where the Pistons host the Indiana Pacers. Pistons -3 total in this one is 227.5. It's going to feel like we're betting the same guys over and over the last week or so, but you know what? We're riding the hot hand again. You already know. Cade Cunningham, over 34.5 points plus assists at -130 on DraftKings. Yes, it's a little juicy. If you want to go 35.5 near plus money, I'm okay with that too. This is a half unit play for me as well. Again, there's not a ton of props. There's only 5 games here. I'm going to probably take it easy on my unit count and all that, but we've cashed him. Let's cash him again. So let's talk Cade without Ivy. Even though you've heard this scenario already, as you can see by this outlier screenshot, he's over this line in 8 of 10 games without Jaden Ivey, averaging 37.4 PAs per game. He has a ridiculous 40-plus PAs in 5 of his last 6. 40 or more. Averaging 22 field goal attempts, averaging 15.4 potential assists, and 36.3 minutes per game. You know the drill. This guy is unreal. Last game for Cade, when we bet him, this is insane. At halftime, 3 made field goals and 4 fouls. He had more fouls than made field goals, and guess what? He cashes easy still because he dominates the second half. He has the ability to just completely take over games. He is matchup proof. He is everything proof. He's been playing really well, and his usage is through the roof as well, obviously, without Jaden Ivey. One of the highest in the entire NBA right now. Now, the matchup. Pacers play at a top 10 pace, so we're going to see a fast game. You like to see that as well. Pistons are in the top half of the league as well. Last 30 days, Pacers have given up the ninth most points to the point guard position. And in fact, Cade has already played 2 games versus Indiana this season, 36 and 35 PAs. So he went over this. Obviously, it was tight. He went over in both games. But guess what? They were both with Jaden Ivey. So he is a guy who takes 3 more field goal attempts per game without Ivey when you look at the numbers. We're riding the hot hand here again. I mean, Cade has just been unreal. Obviously, he could always have a dud and all that, but he's a guy with so much volume that he just needs to play decent, needs to get some assists, and just needs to shoot the ball decently well. And I think he can go over. I like the fast pace. I like the matchup here. He's already proven he can do it against Indiana a couple times, and now the usage is even higher without Ivy. You know the drill. Give me Cade over 34.5 PAs as my second and final best bet on the video. Again, 5-game slate, not a ton out yet, but those are my 2 best bets. Any added plays will be in the pinned comments below on X and on Discord. But before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, these are the 2 bets so far. Jared Allen over 12.5 rebounds plus assists for a half unit, and then Cade Cunningham over 34.5 points plus assists for another half unit. Again, added plays are coming in the morning. Pin comments on X and on Discord, and be sure to go check out that Saturday NFL Best Bets video coming out right after this one as well. So thank you guys for watching as always. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon.